Here's a really good lesson that I taught myself a few weeks ago. Now, as you know, your peace, your happiness, your sanity are some of the most important things in your life. You should always protect your peace, your happiness, your sanity, etc. You should always protect what matters to you, and you should always stay in tune with how you're feeling every day. Like, are you sad most days? Or are you happy most days? Are you feeling average most days? It's called the baseline. And on my channel, I feel like, I might talk more about baseline and just kind of more advice topics and stuff. However, what is really important to know is that if anyone, and this could be anyone in your life, family member, friend, whoever it is, if anyone ever negatively impacts you, like if anyone ever is starting to take away from your peace, from your happiness, from your sanity, you need to cut them off. Okay? You need to cut them off. Because your peace and your happiness should matter more than what anyone tells you. And your peace and your happiness is also more important than what than that negativity. That's the thing. Don't stay in a negative situation. I had toxic friends. I had negative people around me, and they were trying to bring me down with them. And I just kind of realized that, I need to just completely just separate myself from the situation, meaning I need to take a step back and I need to just walk away. Now, the past version of myself would always try to argue with the person, and I'd always try to make a point, and I'd always try to cuss out people, but it's like, what is the point in that? There is, I don't know, what was that? There is no point in engaging in arguments. Now, engage in an argument if it's like a serious issue, but if it's just something smaller, or even dealing with a toxic friend, whether if it's someone you know online or somebody who you know in real life, regardless, just don't pay that person any mind. Now, I know it could be hard to move on from a friendship that you thought like was good, or from a friendship that you thought would always last. But God, and I'm a believer, I know not everyone is a Christian, but I believe that God removes people from your life for a reason, and that's to protect your happiness, your peace, and your sanity. That is definitely what has, helped me. God, I will always be faithful to the Lord, and the Lord has showed me many things, and the Lord always hears conversations that we do not hear. But you really just like, when you're dealing with a toxic person, or you're dealing with a toxic friend, engaging in arguments or even in conversations with them, if it ever feels draining, it basically, if it feels negative, if you feel negative because of that person, you need to remove them from your life. Do it for yourself, do it for your happiness and your peace, because you matter. You matter more. Your peace and your happiness matters more. So that's what I did this year. And don't let that person back into your life. That's also the mistake I made. I let that person back into my life because I thought that person changed, and that person did not change. So if a person ever shows their teeth, and if a person ever shows their true colors the first time, believe them the first time and just cut them off. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your decision. You don't owe anyone an explanation. Do what you feel is best for yourself, and just focus on the people who genuinely love you, who care about you. Focus on your positive friends who uplift you, who inspire you. Focus on the positive in your life instead of focusing on the negative. Because when you're always thinking about the negative, it's gonna eventually get to you. Anyways, I could stay here and talk all day about this, but there'll be more topics coming out soon, maybe, I don't know. But thank you all so much for watching. I got a new haircut, by the way. Hope you all like it. Anyways, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.